morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the John Olive Fifth Quarter Show. I'm John Gray, and I'm here with Coach Olive this morning. And after a trip to Warren County, where the Tullahoma Wildcats brought home a victory in a pretty hard-fought football game.
It was,
They all bring their A game to find us, don't they?
Well, they play hard. Warren County does, and obviously, their record. I think they have 2 wins on the season, and the one thing I told Coach Johnson before the ball game is that on the tape his young men never quit, and that they keep playing hard, and that's what they did against us. The first half we didn't play real well.
No.
Not taking anything away from Warren County because they're playing hard. We've got a 3-point lead at halftime, and we hadn't practiced very well last week. We were coming off a big emotional win at Shelbyville.
And we're on fall break.
And we're on our second week of fall break.
So you're trying to give those kids a little bit of time.
We did. We treated the week differently than we did the week before, with it being a non-district game. But the big thing was that, that we came out of last night was that our young men responded at halftime.
Right. Very well they responded.
And they came back out in the third quarter, and the defense set the tone, and offensively we got 1 score, and we were ready to score again. We scored again early in the fourth quarter.
Right.
So from that standpoint, that was the good part. When the score got 40-16, I think with 4 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the game, we'd already started subbing, but then we started subbing a tremendous amount, and that was the longest 4 minutes and 54 seconds.
It was forever.
We never got the ball back.
It was forever.
And we scored 1 touchdown, and they scored 2 during that 4 minutes and 54 seconds.
Injury report.
We came out of it beat up a little bit. Trey Burks won't play this coming Friday night. We don't know exactly when he'll be available to us to play in the future, which he gets hurt making a tackle in the ball game. And Matt Carter, I haven't seen a final report on him yet, but he may be another one who's played really well for us on defense for the last couple of weeks, and he may be out for this Friday. And I'm hoping that we get a few players back. We did get Nick Gagnier back this week, and that was good to have Nick back. And you always get down to an attrition situation at this time of the year, and it sure does help when you have a team that's got 30 to 40 football players on it instead of a team that's got 16 to 18 football players on it. I mean, that's, and I'm not talking about numbers of
talking about
people
players
on the team.
Squad,
I'm talking about players that are ready to play at the varsity level.
They're ready to play. Yeah. Well, and that we've been playing a lot of our guys both ways.
Yes.
We've needed to. We've had to. Trey's done. Of course, Trey obviously is a very talented offensive player, but he's also been given good service on defense. And he made special teams, and he made a tackle that he was doing exactly what he should have been doing. He was in the backfield, and he was throwing it to somebody, and it looked like, it appeared to me when he made that hit, he was sort of his body was twisted sort of in a strange situation, and I guess he had some rib damage of some sort, or pulled something up in that area, or cracked something, but we'll know more about that as the week goes on. But again, excuse me, it's a excuse me. I was hollering too much last night because neither one of us are talking real well. it's Tullahoma Wildcat victory in Warren County, and it's always good. Like we've said, a W is a W is a W. And next week we'll be going against Lawrence County, and that'll be our final game of the season. And will that determine home field advantage?
We'll have at least one home playoff game now.
After last night
for one home playoff game, and so which is a major accomplishment for this team. I told our players last night before the game that I had told our coaching staff on the Sunday after our first ball game against McGavick that we may be looking for our first win when we go to Warren County in Week 9. And I really thought that based on our preseason and on our first game performance, we just had not responded the way that we needed to respond when somebody punches you. And but this team has been full of surprises. And I tell them all the time that they're a bunch of knotheads, though, because they want to do everything the hardest way they can do it. They do not want to do it.
That defense gets it done, and I mean, at one point last night they were jumping up and down. You'll see it on the film, but one kid, I think he dove over the offensive line to make a hit in the backfield. I mean, they went crazy, and that's just how our bunch does. And again, they brought home a victory. We're going to take a short commercial break, thanking our sponsors for being with us this year on the John Ollie Fifth Quarter Show, and we'll be back with the first quarter of football.
Ascend Federal Credit Union, raising possibilities.
Since 1917, Builder Supply has been the place to go for all your building materials. It's where the contractors have shopped for years. Builder Supply stocks quality Benjamin Moore paint, Tamco shingles, case knives, DeWalt, Stanley, and Makita tools, Peachtree's Southern Rose and Sun windows, Trader's grills, Quickset locks, General Shale brick, Yellow wood, and Pass Load nail guns and nails. Experienced salespeople are there to help you find the right products for your job. So when you're ready to build, whether large or small, think Builder Supply. 301 South Atlantic Street in Tullahoma.
It's football time in Tennessee. Keith Barnett here with the Russell Barnett Automotive family, where we're ready for another great season. The name you've trusted for over 30 years and home of the million-mile warranty. Stop by one of our 4 locations and catch that next great deal. Russell Barnett Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Chevrolet GMC, Ford and Mercury in Winchester, and Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. My question is, why buy anywhere else?
What in the world could ever be? He for real, you can see it in his swagger. You can see it in his swagger. He a boss, you can see it in his swag. How he walk, how he talk.
A lot can change in 2 years, but not everything has to. With the Charter Price Guarantee, lock in low rates for 2 years, because sometimes it's nice to know what's on the road ahead.
Our captains last night, you can't see Trey because 78's got him dwarfed there, but Trey's right next to the official in the white hat. Number 25, Brandon Koch, and number 50, Nick Gagnier, which was his first game back after being injured in practice about 6 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, something. It's been a while.
And a good player.
And number 82, Joseph London, and Joseph coming off 2 straight back-to-back games against Franklin County and Warren County, where he just had an outstanding football game. And we're going to take the football. We felt like we wanted the ball and put our offense out on the field first. After we get it, I wonder why I wanted the football. But anyway.
It's all a shell game, Coach. You just got...
And I'll say this. at some point in time, our band shows up there in the first quarter, and it was nice to have them back with us. They add so much to the atmosphere. Van Williams is going to get the kickoff right there, and just a very short kick, and Van returns it out past the 50-yard line. I said, all right, here we go. Let's do it.
Yeah,
and
we're there.
We're going to miss a block here on the very first play, so we end up losing yardage. And come back, and we're going to try to throw a pass. Quick screen over here to Mr. Potter, and Cole's not able to, the pass is behind him instead of in front of him, and so we're just off. And then here, tried to throw it over instead of around, and so we end up having to punt the football after having that great field position. Just made me sick.
Quickly.
And Cody Morton gets a nice roll, and Riley Darden downs it inside the 3-yard line. And so we've at least got them backed up, and Joe London, that's a great job, he and Trey Burks, and we get a safety. So we didn't get any offensive points out of it, but we did get points, and so we do lead 2-0 after the safety.
And get the ball back.
And we do get the ball back and should have it in good field position again, as Warren County has to kick the ball from the 20-yard line. And this time it's Jonathan Stovall. And the young sophomore had quite a night last night, and he returns the ball down to the 34-yard line.
This is good.
And again, we've got great field position. And Zane Price is going to run it out around the corner and pick up about 3. So we've got a 2nd and 3. And we're going to try to run Cole Potter in this direction. They had tried to do a lot of stunning earlier in the ball, or in the early films that we had on them, and so we were trying to do a couple of things, the quick screens and the speed sweeps, to try to get them out of some of this stunning. Get the first down there, as Justin does a good job of drawing them off sides. And we get a movement penalty there. And we're going to run right here just a little pass that's really between Justin and the wide receiver there. Saw an opening. They didn't cover him, and so thought we could pick up a few more of the yards than we did. And we run the trap right here, and Trey Burks will take it into the end zone from about 24, 25 yards out. And we really don't have much offense in this ball game. We seem to either score or we 3 plays and punt it back to them.
Yeah, there wasn't much of a sustained drive at all. It's
so regardless of what the scoreboard said there, it's 9-0, and John Floyd gets downfield to make the tackle as Hayden Hines is doing kickoff duty this week. Zane Price all over the young man there and does a great job as they...
What's the deal with the quarterback's helmet?
That's some kind of anti-concussion thing. I can't tell you any more than that.
Okay.
It's an extra padding over the top of the helmet. And they don't hurt us here with some dives. We're just not doing a very good job. We're not tackling the big guy very well. And
that's a big old strong boy right there.
You know, you got to play assignment football against a split back veer team, which means you got to have somebody take the dive, somebody take the quarterback, somebody take the pitch. And right now we're just not taking the dive very well. And they catch the short pass there, and there's the dive man again. We're hitting
4 yards deep in my back, defensive back.
I mean, you know, he's getting 4, 5, 6 yards at a time, and this time, good catch here. They've made several really good catches, but that's a good catch by that young man right there. And so they're marching the ball right down the field. And they try to run a sweep here, and we miss him back there in the backfield, but we do get him down there, Brandon Cope and Dalton Cox. And I think Joe London's going to make the tackle here, and along with Dalton Cox. So this time they'll run dive to the split side, and we don't miss the dive guy. He runs right by us. We don't close fast enough and don't get enough help from the inside out. And so they have scored and missed the PAT, though, and so it's 9-6.
It shouldn't be that easy for them to come down the field on this.
We just did not take the dive. That's all I can say. And I don't know. We were pretty lethargic. Gray Alexander recovers the football for us. It's hard to believe. He gets hit twice, and that time he's able to get it. We run a little screen right here. Great job. Cole Potter makes a big block. Ben Carter, offensive tackle, got out there and got that corner. And Trey Burks takes it to the house. And so, again, not much offense,
Well, a lot of offense just not being played.
That's correct. And so, anyway.
Ben Carter, I think his dad was a pretty good offensive lineman, wasn't he?
I understand that he was, and I know he was a good offensive line coach. As he served as offensive line coach for the first 5 years that I was over here. Here comes your split back veer. This time we do hit the dive man, and it causes a fumble, and we ought to put the game away right here. This is just not very good by us. I get probably too greedy right here. We're trying to sucker them up and go for a deep one right here, and we don't do a good job of protecting Justin, and we give up a big sack. And so we had a great opportunity there. We still got a good opportunity, but we got to make some yardage back. And Jonathan missed his hole right there. If he'd have broke to the right, he'd have been in the secondary, and who knows what would have happened then. But we didn't. And again, this is a blitz down for them. We got the outside linebacker over there blitzing, and we got the screen on, and we just can't get by them there. And then they rule that a fumble. And so instead of having it 4th down and about 8, we end up turning the ball over to them.
I didn't think the ground could cause a fumble.
And here's just poor tackling on our part, and you ended up with a bunch of penalties right there. You ended up with they were holding Brandon Coke back there, and then they penalized Trey because they said he hit the quarterback out of bounds, and I had the advantage of putting it in slow motion and
sort of shoved him just a little bit. That's about it.
And so anyway, resulted in them a 1st down, and
another great catch by them.
Yeah, they're throwing and catching at will, though. We look like we're sleepwalking in the secondary. Coach Hazlett and I were not very happy at halftime with our secondary play, and he and I obviously did not do a good job of getting our secondary ready to go. Good job there by Joe London. They fumble the football, and we can't get it. I thought we were going to get it, but we don't end up getting it out of that pile there as they hang on to it. And again, Joe London does a good job of putting pressure on, but we don't break up the pass and need to get in the passing lanes there. The linebackers have got to get underneath that. And, now we're getting the dive man, but we can't get the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we've got to get to a point where we can get the dive and the quarterback and the pitch. And if we can ever get there, then we'll be okay.
I don't know whether it's because I'm not as observant as I should be, or I haven't been down on the field as much. But last night's the first time I've ever seen the officials take the footballs and put a gauge on them and see what poundage they were and adjust our footballs, either put more air into them or take air out of them. And I asked the guy, I said, I've never seen this done. And he said, we do it before every game. Do all officiating crews do that?
No, not all do, but that association does.
And I said, well, where's it supposed to be? And he said, between 12 and 13 pounds. If it's in between 12 and 13 pounds, they leave it alone. If it's not, they adjust it to where it is.
Right.
So it was just a new thing for me. I was...
But anyway,
I've not seen that before. But that's what you run across when you go to different places to play ball.
Right.
Have different ways to do things. And we're going to go take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the second quarter.
Mark, you've won just about everything there is to win in racing. What's next?
I'd like more people to know about ER Extra.
The emergency room at Harton Regional Medical Center?
I just want them to get the best care they can get.
That just gets me right here, Mark.
Maybe you'd like to pay them a visit.
ER Extra at Harton Regional Medical Center.
ER Extra. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Clayton has been Tullahoma's family shoe store for over 100 years with a reputation for fashion and personal service. And the tradition continues today. Stop by Clayton and see our large selection of fine shoes.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
Unlike all the rest, Southern Community Bank will provide you with a different banking experience because you are our first priority. Our services are intuitive. Our team is friendly. Our approach is refreshing. Our support to the community is unwavering. And our service is clearly unique. We offer accounts that make banking simple and hassle-free with all the conveniences you want and need most. Call Southern Community Bank and experience the bank that is unlike all the rest.
I'm Judd Matheny, approving this message as your Tennessee State Representative for the 47th District. When some of you think of me as State Representative, you picture me in a coat and tie at the historic and beautiful state capitol. Nashville's a scenic city. From the Parthenon to the Ryman, it's easy to lose focus. I want you to know that when I serve there, all I can think about is improving your quality of life and protecting your rights here. Nashville's beautiful, but it has nothing on the citizens of the 47th District.
Warren County has the ball at the 35-yard line on the move. And, I mean, we take the quarterback, we got people to take the pitch, and we just don't tackle the big guy. So they keep moving. And quarterback does a good job turning it up on the option, picks up 8 yards. And they try a little pass right there and not able to complete it. And John Floyd hits the dive man. And they're on. They've got a fourth down play right here that I'm thinking that they end up kicking a field goal. But it was late last night when I was watching this. I guess that's where Trey intercepts it. And surprised we didn't score right there. And I'm real surprised we don't score right. I mean, this is just bad right here. This is bad by me. I thought we could physically match up with them right here, and we don't. We don't match up with them at all. We don't execute the play right there very well, and
kind of tentative going into the line.
Yeah, when we should have been running hard down there. And anyway, it just bad series. Probably the worst series that we had all night long, including the first series of the half. And we just don't execute it very well at all. And so anyway, we're going to kick a field goal here. And Cody Morton does put it through, so we do get 3 points out of it. But to have a first and goal at the 5-yard line and settle for 3 points, it just really bothered me. Right. I'm a mad hornet by this time of the ball game now. I'm steamed over there on the sideline. They're in a little bit of what we call twins overlook. Twins and tight end to the same side and trying to run the speed sweep, and Trey makes the tackle, but he goes into him sideways there, and anyway, gets an injury, so come back out, and pretty good coverage there, but we got a personal foul on the play for roughing the passer, so they end up with a first down. And so now it's second and about 12. And we're not moving very well or anything right now. They get a holding penalty, so you sit there and you think, all right, now we got them second and about 22. We ought to be able to do something here. And Jonathan Stovall makes an interception. Great job by him. Again, great field position. Put the knockout punch on them. Knock them out of the ball game. And we hit Cole out here, but we don't get aligned out there on the outside, and didn't have enough men on the line of scrimmage. So
can't get off of that 50-yard line.
We can't, and we draw them back off sides and get our 5 yards back. So it's 1st and 10 all over again. And good hard running there by Jonathan, and we pick up about 6 yards. And we just don't pitch and catch, and that turns out to be a backward pass instead of a forward pass. And
I meant to be watching for that.
It was. I knew it last night as soon as we threw it. And, in practice, we had not thrown one single one of them backwards. And so I really thought we got it down. We're not going to do, because we don't run that screen very often. We hadn't used it at all this year, and just thought with their type of what they like to try to do defensively, that it was a thing to do. And we got a touchdown out of it the first time we ran it with Trey, and then we turned the ball over the second time we tried. Got a fumble there as their running back runs into the back of their tackle there and loses the football. And they're going to hand it off right there, and we don't tackle him. We don't hit him. It's amazing that when you hit them, how much trouble that creates for them at the mesh point. And then when you don't do it, they just gash you. But that's the option offense. That's the idea of the veer. Here, they don't miss a wide open receipt. No, this is the one that's a touchdown. And again, that young man makes a great catch. And
in between two of our guys.
We ended up having two guys back there, and we're both running, and he's jumping. And, we're just not playing very good. That's all you can say.
Ahead by that field goal that we shouldn't have.
Yeah.
But now we're glad we got
Now we're glad we kicked a field goal. Otherwise, we'd be tied up here at halftime. Cole Potter on the return. And
you don't see much of that.
When everything's settled and over with, well, when you don't get ready to play and the other team's trying to be aggressive and so forth, you're just not functioning. You're not focused the way you need to be, and therefore
get frustrated.
In the second half, they don't get some major penalties called against them that if our people respond, it'd been offsetting penalties or whatnot, but we won't. We'll do what we need to do, and like I said,
there's probably a lot getting ready to be said right now.
We're just
in the locker room. I guess there's a pretty good chat took place.
You just, we talked about it as coaches after the game. I think there's only been one time that we've gone over there and played well from the get-go, and that was in 2010. We went over there, and we were a highly motivated team on that particular night, and especially with our linemen. And, boy, we just rolled up and down the field. We smashed them. The rest of the time when we've gone over there, it's always been a struggle. Just has.
I forget what year it was. It was one year that Jacob was playing. I don't think they ever got past their own 40-yard line in the first half of the football game. We were ahead a huge amount, and then all the clean jerseys went out and played that night. But, it's always a struggle there. You know what, folks? I figured out my throat's been bothering me. I hadn't been able to get it cleared up till I remembered I had a bottle of white quartz right here next to me. And I opened one up and took a big swallow of it, and I mean my throat feels better because I needed to hydrate, and I wasn't thinking about it. What do? Get in the queue. That's white quartz water, and that's brought to us each week by Mid-South Distributing, and that's Rick Gerwe and his family and his employees over there. And we appreciate all they do for Tullahoma High School football, Tullahoma High School athletics, Channel 6 TV, and all you folks out there in our community. So if you need to hydrate and don't know what to do, go find you a bottle of Q. It's white quartz water, and it sure is good. We also want to thank Mayo over at the Donut Palace. Mio Mayo, what a wonderful thing he does for us by bringing these donuts over here for us each week, and we appreciate him. You need a donut? Go to the Donut Palace right across from Tullahoma High School. And now a few words from all our other great sponsors.
Hi, Trim McNabb, General Manager, Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. We're doing our part to raise awareness for breast cancer, and for every vehicle sold in the month of October, we will donate $50 to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. And we're making it easier than ever to purchase your vehicle at Stan McNabb with our Pink Tag Clearance event. Like on this 2012 Chevy Sonic, just $239 a month with zero down. Or this 2012 Chevy Cruze, just $289 a month with zero down. Come in today for the Pink Tag Clearance event, and remember,
if anyone can, Stan can.
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force. Serving Tullahoma. Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
To be a star athlete, you have to use the right equipment. Anything short of that is, well, ineffective. Make Top Rehab the best tool in your bag, especially after you've had a sports-related injury. Yes, you may get tired. Yes, you may get uncomfortable. But when the final rehab whistle blows, you get results. Top Rehab, the right equipment for your star athletes.
Welcome to the Rose Bowl. The team's taking the field. Not many people. Oh, my. He missed. Off to a rough start here. Somebody wants to go home. What's he doing?
If you're not watching college football in HD, you're watching Pee Wee TV. Graduate to Charter TV in HD and let it all in.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Hello, I'm Jim Woodard from Woodard's Diamond Showroom. Some think that since we're a single store operation, we don't have the buying power of the mega chain or department stores. Woodard's is a part of the Master IJO Jewelers, the world's largest jewelry buying group. This gives us the power of $800 million in sales. You get the best of both worlds, the buying power of a major with the customer service of a hometown jeweler. Woodard's Diamond Showroom, inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma.
Are your teeth dull, chipped, stained, or crooked? If so, call the dental practice of Dr. Mike Long. For a wider, brighter, more attractive smile, Dr. Long offers cosmetic dentistry at its best through whitening, bonding, and veneers. Dr. Long also uses laser technology, eliminating anesthesia and drilling. When you are ready to enhance your smile, call Dr. Mike Long, family practice dentistry for 29 years.
Partners for Healing provides medical care to the working uninsured of Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties. We are in Tullahoma from 8 to 5, Monday through Thursdays, and in Manchester on Fridays from 8 to 12. We provide primary medical care and offer an in-house disease management program.
My name is Rosie Mitchell, and I would just like to say I am blessed to have partners in my life.
Please call 455-5014 for more information. Thank you for being one of our Partners for Healing.
Warren County's choice to take the football, and so they received this half. But we're going to play a little better. Jacob Pearson and Alex Kaderi on the stop. And we're taking the dive now.
Yes, sir, buddy.
Dalton Cox on the dive, and Trevor Denny had the quarterback, and hopefully somebody out of the secondary was coming to get the pitch. We got him in third down. Joe London gets his hands on the football, tips it, 3 downs, make them punt it to us.
That's the way it's supposed to happen.
And Cole Potter back there for Trey Burks. And so Cole gives us good field position at the 39-yard line. Need our offense to come out, and we're not going to click on all cylinders yet. We're still misfiring. We're out of kilter right there.
But moving forward.
We pick up a couple of yards, and we're going to come back. We're going to hit Cole Potter right here on a pass on the sideline. Justin does a good job. He's got one-on-one coverage there, and we pick up first down. Come back, and we really thought that we could throw it the other direction this time. And anyway, right there, Justin just needs to pull it down and take off running. We end up losing 2 yards, and makes it 2nd and 12 or so. And here, Justin does a good job of following there. Marcellus Scott's down in there playing, and Marcellus, he and Justin they missed right there, so we ended up on a play that would have gashed them. You'll see it. We'll come back on the next series, and you'll see Marcellus run it correctly, and you'll see Marcellus score. Cody Morton there does a good job of scooping up a low snap, and the ball went out at 12, but they get it marked at the 13, and so anyway, we got them backed up. Need to keep them pinned back. We're doing a lot better. That's a great job on the defensive side of the ball. We're taking the dive now. And
Big Jacob
to beat
Pearson,
the option, that's the first thing you got to do is stop the dive. And quarterback short gain. And
good lick.
He's short on the first down, and quarterback makes it by an inch. They go for it, fourth down there at their own 23-yard line, and I'm telling you, it was an inch. In fact, our kids standing out on the field when they saw the chain being pulled thought that we had held them. And but
that
anyway,
might have been on one of those crooked lines, Coach.
I believe that was the football. But again, defense is playing really well. We are getting the dive man now and putting them in a bind. And
there
Jacob Pearson, Joseph London get the sack, and defense has kept them bottled up.
I'd hate to have that big old boy falling down on me.
I know, that's a lot of weight coming down on you. Punt goes out of bounds right over my head, and so we've got great field position, and I think on this very first play we'll run Marcellus Scott. On the play, the last series we had this play, we just missed the handoff. This time we don't miss the handoff, and Marcellus Scott will take it to the house.
That's it.
And,
it's amazing when you block that thing right and get the ball where it's supposed to be.
We had it blocked
easy.
right the first time, and we just missed the handoff. And Justin followed up in there, but that's not as fast as that running back hitting it on the original.
Right.
So we ended up making 5 or 6 yards on the play, but that time we come back and
but that was open like a freeway.
Yep. And we thought if we could catch them in that look and execute the play right, that we'd be into a foot race. And I was glad to see Marcellus be able to outrun them. Trevor Denny, as they try to go to Notre Dame box looking thing. I guess I got
Trevor Denny, if you're watching this show, you told me you'd come down here this morning where I could pick on you, and you didn't show up.
That's because he talked too much on the bus riding home last night. He had to rest.
He's a good kid. I like teasing him.
Third down and long. They get a delay of game as they were trying to change blocking protection or whatever. And I thought we had him right there. We should have had him right there.
You got his wig hat's all you got.
Yeah. And he does get it back out to the 39. Still way short of a first down, so defense has done a great job. Proud of how they responded. And so anyway, we're backed up to our 16-yard line. They're able to flip field position there as we don't field the punt. And we're going to hit Cole Potter over here on the sideline.
Good catch.
And good job by Cole. And here comes Marcellus Scott again for a good gain. And we get a first down, and now we're getting the ball moving again. Fake it to Marcellus, and we're going deep. We've got receivers open, and we just overthrow Riley. He had Zane open, had Caleb open on the far side. You know, it was one of those things where we had people open, we're just not able to make it happen right there. But the quarter comes to an end. We've got back to being in a two-score game where we're up by 2 scores. And so
feeling a little bit better.
Yeah, feeling better. Defense is playing well now.
Playing very well.
Offense needs to make another first down before we have to give the ball back up. But things are running a little bit more smoothly.
A little bit smoother. All right, folks, what we're going to do right now is we're going to go to another commercial break, and we'll be back with the fourth quarter of Tullahoma and Warren County football.
They say you see the world differently. It's like you see the miracle of life in even the smallest things. That's what it feels like to survive. St. Thomas Hart has more locations than anyone in the state. giving more heart patients a new lease on life. For more than 40 years, they've been leaders in cardiac care. That's experience you can count on.
Do you need a part for your car that the dealer just wants too much money for? Well, bring your toolbox and pull the part yourself for huge savings at the CFC Auto Salvage Pick and Pull on Highway 55 between Tullahoma and Manchester. No walking through waist-high weeds here. All of our vehicles are located in our graveled parking lot, up on blocks with room to work. We stock hundreds of cars and trucks, foreign and domestic, new and old, with new vehicles added weekly. You can even search our entire vehicle inventory online. And if your old vehicle gives up the ghost, bring it by. We offer top dollar for your salvage vehicle. Open to the public 7 days a week until 6:30 or until dark, so there's plenty of time to come by. That's CFC Auto Salvage Pick and Pull.
The Wash Spot on North Jackson Street in Tullahoma is your new state-of-the-art, high-tech express tunnel car wash that gets your car clean quickly and beautifully. We have 4 washes available, from the $6 Express Wash to the $12 Supreme Clean, featuring DuraShield Total Car Protectant. Just pick your wash and let the Express Tunnel Wash leave the dirt behind. After the wash, you can help yourself to one of the free vacuums. Come by 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. to get the best wash in town at a great price. We're located at 2180 North Jackson Street in Tullahoma. The Wash Spot, locally owned and operated.
Life moves fast, but on the internet, it moves at super speed. Like the awesome video that was posted last night. Today it'll be shared, then adored, then parodied, then overexposed. And by tomorrow morning, rediscovered by a whole new generation of users.
Download faster, upload faster, stream faster, and experience life at the speed of internet with high-speed Charter Internet.
Open up the fourth quarter here. We're facing a 3rd down and 8 at our own 35-yard line. We try to draw them off sides, not able to do it. And we're going to trap them again with Jonathan Stovall, and this time he does find the hole. And, you know, good run, makes people miss, picks up extra yardage. There's a penalty on that play against Warren County for unsportsmanlike conduct, or whatever you'd like to call it, hitting somebody way behind the ball. And we had 15 more yards added onto his run, and so now we're down inside the 15-yard line. We're going to jump right here, and we're going to come back, though, and run the same play out of a little bit different formation, and we're going to hit Riley Darden for a touchdown.
Riley's good for about one of them games, isn't he?
The last 2 games he has, man. So,
and it's funny, he catches them backing up most of the time. So he turns on that ball, and
you know, good job by the offense. Good drive.
Yes, sir.
Started at our own 16-yard line and finished it off with a touchdown. And we obviously feel a whole lot better about ourselves. They end up, though, I'm telling you, they don't quit. Jonathan Floyd, that's about his 3rd tackle on the kickoff team, maybe 4th tackle on the night. He's got a lot of tackles on the kickoff. And they get the ball in our territory. And they're trying to run a speed option with cracks and so forth. And Joseph London runs it down from behind along with Jonathan Stovall.
And Joseph does something.
And there they try to take the dive, run the dive, but Trevor Denny hits the dive man right in the legs, and he folds up. And so we've got them in a 3rd and long, which is what you want option teams to be in, 3rd and longs. And even if he catches the ball there, he's going to be short. As Van Williams was right there to make the tackle. We're just playing better. Playing a lot better, and offense takes over. And we'll start subbing now. This will be Justin Brown's last play. Not able to get Jonathan Stovall through there that time. Now Hunter Myers is at quarterback. And try to run Jonathan again. And Jake Crabtree's at quarterback this time. We're going to try to hit John Floyd in the flats. When we got him, we just can't pitch and catch, because I believe we could have gotten the first down if he could have caught the football there, and not able to do it. So we end up punting, and Cody Morton is going to just absolutely sky one.
Well, you killed it.
Yeah, great punt. And changed his field position right back around. You know, he pinned them down.
Right.
First drive of the game at the 3, and had one go out at the 13, and now he's got another one back down inside the 20-yard line. That's just a great job. And now we are going to try to let others play right here. We've got young people in the secondary, and I think I've left Caleb out there to play safety, and I think he gets Zane after that play. And there's John Stovall stepping in front of it for his second interception. And this one he returns for a touchdown.
Yeah, that was great. That was great sighting.
We will definitely bleed on down now. Everybody that's wearing a white jersey will get to play.
He's coming on.
This dressed play will play.
And that's a good feeling.
It is. I'd like to have it a little earlier in this game. But as we've said all year long, we don't like doing things the easy way.
It wouldn't be anywhere near as interesting, Coach.
No. I've about come to expect that. Good job there. Mr. Collier, good lick. And Roberts learned to be a hitter. He makes up for some of his lack of athletic ability because he will hit, and therefore he starts on just about every special teams we got.
Right.
You know, there's a place for those type players.
You're exactly right.
And this is going to be the longest 5 minutes that you have to exist through, is all I'm going to tell you. And sometimes they had one play. It's later on in the game. There's 52 seconds on the clock, and they throw one about 30 yards downfield. And I look back at the clock, and there's 50 seconds. I said, that is the fastest 30-yard sprint I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. He needs to go to the combine.
So anyway, lots and lots of people getting out on the field and playing now, though, and that's good for us. Except we're never going to get the ball back for the rest of this quarter. We play defense the rest of the night. And so anyway, just sit back, and I'll try to shut up a little bit and let y'all just enjoy watching some of these other people play. And I missed the tackle there, and young man's able to get it in the end zone, and got to come up on the outside, force them back into your teammates. Any young players out there watching this?
Still 4 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
I believe the clock operator went to sleep. Look at here. What's Mr. Potter going to do? He's going to make them pay for that.
We were expecting an onside kick, and they had kicked off from our 45-yard line, and we had our good hands team in there, and Cole Potter takes it all the way back to the house. And so I told my two sophomore quarterbacks, I said, y'all need to go in there on defense because you're not going to get to play any offense, apparently. 418.
Oh, Lordy.
And they don't block us in the back, way back there early. Hayden Hines finally gets him out of bounds, but it goes back to the 10-yard line. And they're going to throw a little pass there to number 3, and we get him boxed in pretty good, and little no gain. And come back to the same play. I thought we were going to get him in the end zone there. Chance Durham tries to get him in the end zone. Tyler Hill gets him at the 5-yard line. And I'm at least thinking we got a great shot here at making them punt the football. But,
nah.
No. And, if he even fumbles it, there is Jake Crabtree on the tackle, and then Chris House. And run a quarterback sneak here for about 12 to 15 yards.
That's a different quarterback.
Clark gets him out of bounds finally. And ball's thrown deep there, and Robert Collier knocks it down. I believe this next one right here may be where Hunter Myers. Good job there, Alex Williams on the coverage, and got there about as the ball was getting there. Good job. And again, just a little check down pass,
out of bounds.
Enough for a first down.
Clock stopped again.
And my daughter told me after the game she was about to march over there to the press box, and she didn't know that the clocks kept on the field over there on that sideline. But anyway, and we just don't want to catch it. Hunter Myers knocks down the first one, and Shea Harper on that one, and we just can't catch a football. We're there, we can't catch it. Now this young man's just on a run through us. And we're not going to catch him. We don't have anybody with enough speed out on the field to catch him. And so anyway, they get the score, and Cody Michael blocks the PAT. And so it's 46 now to 29 with 30 seconds to go. And that long pass down the left sideline is the one that went from 52 seconds to 50 seconds. So anyway, they get the ball back again, and they're going to try a double pass, but that's 2 forward passes. Now, up until a couple of years ago, that was legal in high school football. You could throw more than 1 forward pass, but they finally, about 4 years ago, made it to where you could only have 1 forward pass like the rest of all football is, and this will be the last play of the game.
He was looking to throw it again.
Yeah,
of course.
they were on execute it again, and
but he threw that first one backwards that time.
Right, that's
second time.
Second time they ran the play, they did throw it backwards instead of forward, and so anyway, it's over. We're out of there.
Thank
with
goodness.
a win, and we just got to heal up a little bit and get ready for another physical game. Lawrence County will be the same way. Lawrence County. Maybe the most improved team in our district, as they started off the season really struggling, and their last 2 ball games, they upset Franklin High School up in Williamson County 21-14, and then they upset Hardin County last night 13-12.
Yeah.
So,
but they have no district wins.
They do not. But they could get into the playoffs as a wild card. There's an outside possibility by beating us. That would give them 5 wins, and they would have to have some other things happen in order for. But there's been other 5-win teams get in as wild cards before in 5A. So
And Shelbyville got beat last night, and Coffee County beat
Franklin County.
Beat Franklin County. So
Columbia won a big ball game up at Antioch.
Right. So there's things rolling around. I mean, and it's not over. We have one more week of playing ball.
Right. It'll be senior night this coming Friday night at our place, where senior band members, cheerleaders, and football players will be recognized with their parents.
And that'll be before the game.
That'll be before the game.
Game time 7 o'clock.
Game time 7 o'clock. Our last regular season game. We are guaranteed right now to host first round playoff game, and obviously we're playing for a higher seed.
Right.
If 7 wins would probably either give us a 2 or 3 seed, depending on who else gets put into the quadrant that we're in.
And I asked Coach Olive a minute ago which group we were playing with, and you just don't know yet. You don't know who's going to be there until after next week.
We'll know that we'll be in quad 2, but what we don't know is who will make up quad 2. Yeah. Last year, I believe it was last year, we thought Columbia was going to go west, kind of like Lawrence County did a couple of years ago. And anyway, I think it was Cherokee High School in East Tennessee got upset, and some team in Memphis that nobody gave them a chance at winning a ball game. They win in week 10, and that just shifted everything.
Yeah, everything.
And so I don't think there's any way we'll shift, but there'll be some of those perimeter teams that'll shift in our quadrant there. And Knox West, Lenoir City, 2 good football teams coming out of their district over there in East Tennessee. Both of them won last night against the bigger schools, as one of them beat Farragut, one of them beat Bearden. And so now that may set it up so Lenoir City is going to get second place in that district. I'm not sure. Bearden has beaten, I think, Lenoir City. Lenoir City's beaten West, and Maryville sits at the top of that district, and Lenoir City plays Maryville this coming Friday night. So you got some factors there, but at least one of those teams, if not both of those teams, are going to get sent in our direction. If one of them finishes in second place, they'll be a higher seed than us. If they don't get second place, I'm not sure how the seeding will work out.
Right. So it's complicated. I was listening on the way home last night. Murphy Fair was talking about a lot of that stuff and same type things, and you've got to have a computer in front of you and be a genius to figure it out right now, because it.
I just wait till next Saturday.
There's a lot moving.
I've learned to just wait till next Saturday.
You can drive yourself crazy. What we're going to do right now is we're going to talk about the players of the game against Warren County. Our offensive player of the game, he made some great catches, and right there at the end, he ran a kickoff back for a touchdown. And that's number 5, Cole Potter.
And so anyway, could have gone with a handful of them.
Oh, yeah.
As I think everybody had one touchdown, I'm saying.
Right.
Nobody had a 3 or 4 touchdown game, and it's hard to give it to offensive linemen when you haven't graded the tape. That's a big disadvantage for being an offensive lineman.
Right.
But anyway, congratulations to Cole.
Yeah. And defensive player of the game this week is Jonathan Stovall, number 6.
Had 2 interceptions last night and ran one of those interceptions back for a touchdown and was in on several tackles.
Right. So good job for him, and we're glad to have him healthy and out there on the field. I enjoy watching that young man play. He's a competitor. And unsung hero this week is for flipping the field. Cody Morton did a good job kicking last night.
Did a great job. We talked about him getting it down inside that 3-yard line there early in the game, and once at the 13 and once at the 14. He's just done a great job at punting the football, and he had a field goal as well last night. Didn't kick off for us last night because he got hurt in the weight room.
And, is that why? I was going to ask you why we were kicking that short kick last night.
He got hurt, and Hayden Hines filled in for him, and Hayden got a PAT last night as well, but Hayden was our kickoff guy last night, and doesn't have, I don't know, he's actually got a strong enough leg. He just, on kickoffs, struggles at hitting it consistently, but he does a pretty good job on that little pop-up, so that's the reason we went with the pop-up last night.
Well, that's good to understand. Coach, homecoming's past, fall break's past. Maybe you can get your football team back and get them on a regular schedule and have a successful week this next week. Get ready for the playoff run, and it's Tullahoma High School football, folks. You never know what might happen.
You don't. Not this year, at least. So anyway, but we'll just try to enjoy each and every day, and enjoy this coming Friday night as we honor those seniors.
That's right, and you folks be sure and be there. It's our last regular season home game, and that is against Lawrence County. It's here at our stadium this coming Friday night. Congratulations, Coach, for bringing this ball club, how you and your staff have performed.
Well, thank you.
With these young people, to bring them to the point where they are is having a home game in the playoffs. That's quite an accomplishment.
Thank you. And credit goes to the Jimmies and Joes, though.
There you go.
They get to play each Friday night, and they're the ones who make the plays that make things happen, and they're the ones that grew up, and when somebody busts them in the nose, instead of rolling over and just taking it, we now respond and we battle. And that's the whole difference in the season.
That's Wildcat football, folks, and you see it right here on Charter Channel 6, our 20th year of the John Ollie Football Show. Thank you for being with us today. Replay times are 6:30 on Saturday night and 3 o'clock on 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. You'd think I'd know that by now. 9 weeks in.
After 20 years, we're getting Alzheimer's is all I'm going to say.
Folks, thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.